Yeah, that seems to be better. It boosts my offensive ability and my damage per second. So, get rid of this, I guess. It did give me extra lightning damage, so I presume that would be better, because now I actually have some inherent lightning damage. It's here. Yeah, the 15 I got. Actually, I'm not sure if it's taken into account savagery. Regardless, now I'm doing 28 to 64 plus 9. With this, I was doing 28 to 65. Okay, that is next to nothing. I also was doing 2 vitality damage, apparently. I wonder why 2? It only says 1 on the ring. But here I'm doing 7 plus 9. Well, it was 4 plus 9, but whatever. Still have this. It's a quest for... it's apparently a quest item. Also, remember how there's the traitor in Devil's Crossing and you find this out at some stage? You can actually get the key he gives you off of another enemy. On normal difficulty, the current difficulty I'm on, it's a guaranteed chance. But in the harder difficulties, you actually have to farm for it. It only becomes a potential thing. Yeah, but let me start again. I looked up about that quest, and yeah, if you spare the guy, he actually will leave Devil's Crossing and go to join Cronley's gang, so you can kill him there when you're killing Cronley. But if you kill him here, you don't get the ring off him, the key off him. You can get the key off someone else and still go and beat up the other place. So, whichever choice you make, you can still take the other choice in a different way. You know, you go to the occult hideout in the swamp, you can get the key there. If you go to Cronley's gang's hideout, you can kill him there. So, something to note. I'll still be killing him here, though. It's the right thing to do.
Clearing out those sliths, they're starting to beg me for water. I don't know how many more times I can say it'll melt your guts before they just rush me and take it.
I've taken care of it.
Well done. Once I pump out the remaining poison water, the spring should be clean enough for drinking. I'll make sure to let people here know how much help you've been. They'll be grateful that they can get a drink without dissolving their intestines. One more thing. Take my rucksack. Useful for hauling back scrap or whatever else you come across. I'm too old for that stuff now.
You know, I'm just thinking, the poisoned water would actually be useful as a weapon. Put it in some vials, like glass vials, huck it at people. You know, if it would actually melt their intestines, then, well, it'll melt faces too. So, you know, have it in some glass vials and huck it at the zombies coming in. It'll dissolve their heads right down. Maybe it's not potent enough. Like, if it's in their intestines, it's sitting in them. But if it's just on a face, it mightn't be potent enough in a fight. But since the zombie comes in trying to gnaw you, it's now melting you as well. But certainly, if, you know, like, when we fix the bridge up and they're worried about Cronley's gang attacking, that would be a good way of scaring them off. They, you know, they get acid thrown on their faces. That's pretty potent. It's a good deterrent against people. But then again, they will probably be even angrier at them if they got across. So, you know, if you're using that tactic, you want to make sure they can never get their own back at you. Inventory bag. Increases the size of your inventory. And 100 devils. Crossing rep. Only 100. Ugh.
Thanks for all your help. At least we can get a decent drink. Even if that drink ain't a finger of whiskey.
My pleasure. Alright. And he's finally moved inside.
Good, you're back. I've heard good things from both Kasparov and Barnabas. You're a real asset to this community.
Still only tolerated, though. Thank you.
One of my scouts came back with news making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Burwitch Village to the north, past the swamps of Wightmire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating deeper.
Got 150 rep there and 300 XP. How can I help?
You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far. Your ability to secure rift gates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Burwitch, there's bound to be a rift gate. If you can capture it, that will give us a solid foothold in the area.
Does that mean they can actually go through rift gates now that I've set them up for them? Because from sounds of it, it is, but we never see them using rift gates outside of my setting them up. Well, like rescuing people. Be nice to see the characters using that. They don't seem to like to have NPCs like walk around unless it's an enemy to fight. So, probably wouldn't get to see that. Then again, they could imply it by having people set up a camp around a rift gate. And outright say, yeah, we just used the portal. How do I get to Burwitch?
Follow the road north through Wightmire. Though in the current state of things, you will likely have to leave the road behind well before you reach the village. Keep pressing north and you will eventually reach the outskirts of Burwitch. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you will have to find a way inside. Once you've secured the rift gate, return to Devil's Crossing.
I'm ready. Alright, dinner is actually done now. Ooh, use some sand. You'll be safe here. Okay, apparently it doesn't. Okay, I think I might just call... Actually, I'm curious. Are all the enemies like scaled up to my level here? These are only level 3s. Still can't one-shot a level 3 though. Then again, I am not really geared towards the melee combat. I put a lot into the chance of attack going off, and mostly my minions. My minions are currently my stronger side right now. The other thing is a gamble. So the only my main consistent form of damage is my minions. Well, the higher level one, if you get me. This is good damage, but takes a moment to build up. And it will be more potent from the get-go if I had more levels in it. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I'll be back soon to record more because I am getting into this, though I really do need to get back to finishing Witcher 3. Haven't done any of the DLC yet. I've stopped during the final preparations quest. Yeah, I'll probably do that quest, then head off to Hearts of Stone, then do the finale to the main game, then go do the Wine and Blood quest, Wine and Blood expansion. Because that's apparently the order they're done in. Though someone was making the point, it's kind of weird to do Hearts of Stone right before the end of the base game, because there's such a build up and momentum for it. It'd be weird for you to leave everyone else off, go do the Wild Hunt, then go on this huge adventure, to do this other thing. Because people were saying it's like an extra 10 hours to the game of campaign. So it's, that'll be weird, from a story standpoint. But whatever. Just scrolled so CDs. Sorry guys, I got a quest to do. It kind of works with that joke I've seen going around, joke articles like The Onion, but on different topics, that the production of the Witcher TV series is going slowly because method actor, Superman, that guy, keeps taking other jobs. Keeps taking side gigs. So anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll be back soon to record more. Till then, love and peace, baby. This is recording, right? Oh, good. Actually, ended up getting 2 hours done. I was expecting just over 2 hours. I was expecting to only get like an hour at most, so. Good set. But still, I'll go get more done after dinner. Gonna go watch some Batman. Got some streaming service and they have it on that. So. Funny story before I go. Sorry, I just don't want to stop talking. I've got the gift of the gab. My character's got gifted a stab. I got a Prime Video a while back, tried a free trial, and I was like, oh cool, they have the Batman TV shows. And you know what? I didn't like Brave and the Bold when I was younger. I really wanted it to be like another Batman the Animated Series. I didn't really appreciate it for what it was. I wanted it to be something different. But I watched it there, and it's fantastic. I did, for whatever reason, didn't have the first episode, but they had the second one and the third one. So I saw the second one, I saw the start of the third one before falling asleep. I was watching it in bed. I went to sleep. And leave me, I'll tap back in so you'll hear some audio. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I was like, the video's gone off. Okay, let's go put on a new one. This is strange. There isn't a play button on any of these. What's wrong? I still have the subscription, right? It's not gone suddenly, is it? No, I had the subscription just fine. Ended up forgetting to cancel my subscription in time even, and I had it for an extra month. You know, I had plenty of time left in the free trial, then ended up having another month. The issue was, they'd actually taken it off the service that very night. You know, like, I fall asleep to it, wake up, gone. Like, for fuck's sake. But anyway, it's fucking typical. But yeah, this other service has it, so I'm gonna take advantage of it while I have it. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. Till then, love and peace, baby. Hello, folks, and welcome back to Grim Dawn. I've left the game running all this time, and it's just gone midnight now. I've been gone away for 4 hours. Ooh, let me just sort it out. Actually, set that back to the headset. I had to put on some Blind Guardian there for a moment, and I switched it to my speakers. It was still coming out of my headset, thankfully, but yeah, all's good. I'm recording. I'm just paranoid now that I'm making some sort of mistake. Yeah, stop recording. 44, 45, 46. There was audio there. You're hearing me. There's footage that I assume is working. Yeah, all's good. All's good. Now, make sure my phone has no music playing. Well, it's paused, but let's turn off its volume. Not that it's very loud to begin with. But yeah, I was just standing here all this time, so if any attack came through, I was just like, you know, it was happening regardless of what I did. Okay, that's actually really bugging me that I can see that. So, and, you know, it's bugging me I can see all of this. Ugh, hide it, hide it. Devil's Aquifer. I see Satan is diversifying his, you know, portfolio. Good on him. Not the first time I was coming through this, I was kind of wondering, like, this is a fantasy game. Like, well, what, like, you know, there's magic and swords in it. But, you know, what kind of society it's got going on? Like, it's clearly not, you know, ye old and typical medieval fantasy. There's guns and, you know, piping and shit, you know? They don't have, like, aqueducts and whatnot. So it's, you know, I guess going by the, you know, like, Civil War costume the other guy was wearing, I guess around that time period. So metal pipes, metal beds, that kind of thing. Also, you do see, like, basically a ye olden tank at one stage later on, but they're all, like, thrown around the place. Don't see them in action, and I doubt you ever will, given the proclivities of this game. Not unless it's an enemy of some sort. Nice jibbing. Let me look at this. That's fabulous. Oh, so that is cool. Though for a moment I thought that looked like it was made out of bone. But yeah, I could have gone for the occultist, like I was originally going to do, but just working with... Oh, I can hear the ringing in my ear. I've been suffering wicked with the ringing in my ears as of late. I thought I'd solved the problem, but getting one thing done, but no, it's still ringing. And sometimes I can hear it worse than others. Most of the time, if I'm not paying attention to it, I don't hear it. But right now, it's flaring. It just kicked up really loud. I don't know what it's about. I need to go talk to my doctor again. I'm in and out to him like a blue-arse fly. It's an odd phrase. It's just, you know, you keep coming and going, you know? Like an annoying fly that just keeps flying in and out of the fucking window. You know, you're trying to get it out and it keeps coming the fuck back in. You know? I'm like that, but with medical problems. Sodden Hollow. You know, if it's not... No, my ears one week, it's, you know, something else the next, or it's my ears again, or whatever. Like, honestly, I'm falling apart. Ooh, bristly fur. Mutagenic ichor. Okay, it's past. Best if I don't think about it, though. Julius the Decayed. Nice. Heroic spoils. That is an odd way of delivering loot. Lower armor, but boosts physique, cunning, and spirit, and vitality resistance. But it knocks off a chunk of armor. Two things that don't affect me. Gives an extra point of spirit, and 8 defensive ability. That is actually better. Except in, like I was saying, in regards to armor. Yeah, boosted my armor, dropped my armor rating slightly. But it did boost my vitality resistance a little, and my damage ever so slightly. And my health. Damn, I'm nearly at 1,000 now. Sure, go with that. Cavor's Conjuring Bone. It's rare offhand. This is nice. 13% all damage. Increases energy regeneration by 39%. And skill cooldown reduction by 15. Bonus all pets. 8% to all damage. It gives you a 5% chance on attack. To call forth a Reckless Guardian. It's a guardian with strong attacks, 33-second skill recharge. Just got a message here on Facebook. Hold on, let me just need to respond. Person sent me 2 messages, and yeah, just need to respond. Okay, Reckless Guardian. He responded again. Oh god. Reckless Guardian. Yeah, 33-second skill recharge, 5% chance on attack. It's kind of low, but anyway. Reckless Guardian attributes. Lives for 22 seconds. They're responding again. Just feels bad making them wait. Sorry about that. Reckless Guardian moves for 22 seconds, 109 health, 300 energy. Innate attributes, 14 to 19 physical damage, 25% of attack damage converted to health. Frenzied Roar, 30 energy cost, 120-second skill recharge. He will not live to see that. 24-second skill duration. So if he roars straight off the get-go, it will last 2 seconds longer than the Reckless Guardian. 12-meter target area, plus 300 health restored, plus 20% to all damage, plus 8% total speed. That's cool. Guess that could be Kavor, who's dead there. That or these people have items named after other people. Untouched meal. I kind of didn't need that. Just wouldn't have gotten a new item there that was meant I lost Constitution. Ooh, that was a Fury. Aether Crystal Cluster. Aether Crystal. Okay, now I feel some... You just hands it off 1 second. On some level, I expect Negan there to have a baseball bat. Gonna be honest. Not the biggest fan of what I've been hearing of his writing in Walking Dead, but that's what I'm expecting. I know, it just seems really weird. I was a fan of Walking Dead back in the day. I started watching when I was a lot younger, and it was better back then, I think. But some of the lines I'm hearing from Negan just seem like, the fuck? Like, friggin' hell. On some level, it's actually kind of reassuring. You know, those people are writing that and they have jobs. I want to write my own novel. You know, I'm a shoo-in. I'll be just hunky-dory. So, yeah. Ooh, here's this. Also, on the off chance that anyone's like, wanting to know more about that, I'll be writing it under a pen name. So, yeah, I won't really be saying much. I won't be actually saying when it's out or anything like that. You just have to read it and get lucky. Though, to be fair, there'll probably be a few hints on my channel. I know in one case I slipped up and actually, said a BC that was going to be my story. Or at least in my setting. No, that has the attribute reduction and the extra XP. Still, that is tempting. 12% additional physical damage, 9% extra Aether. Am I still only getting this by way of the... Okay, no, I have enough attributes for everything now, so I could take this off. Okay, that gives me more energy, but that gives me a touch more health and a singular point of more damage. But I lose all lightning resist, all fire resist, a noticeable chunk of cold resist, but I gain 8% of this piercing and 16% stun. Kind of want to stick with what I have. I'll stick with what I have for the moment. Oh, wait. Okay, I'll gain more health, but I'll actually lose some points of damage. But it will gain a noticeable amount of... I also gain resistance to chaos. Reduces resistance to chaos damage dealt by the unstable energies of the universe itself. Woo. That just sounds really like you're resistant to the unstable energies of the universe. Just like I can walk into a black hole and shrug it off. Yeah, I think I'll stick with what I have for the time being. Okay, we'll keep on going up this way, but I will swing over to the left. Burning dead. Oh, Bloodsworn. Ah, I found the cult. Good. I was hoping to find these. These are the Chontics. I want to lose as much reputation with these as possible. The more rep I lose with them, the better, because then I can start getting into fights with their burlier guys. Brother's somewhere around here in Sodden Hollow. I think you find him in actually the cult lair. Ooh. Ah, well, it's dead. God damn. Just like jibbing people like that is hysterical. Okay, here's Negan. And he has a spiked club. And he... Okay, he's got fire shit going on. And yeah, he's got a crude mace. To be honest, that is... I do take that as a reference. Because spiked club... He had a barbed wire baseball bat. There is a kind of a similarity there, you know? So, yeah, it's just making a bit more in-universe friendly, you know? The barbed wire might be pushing it a little. Oh, I like this music. For once, it's me saying that, I'm not going to have to edit that out. I said that a lot during my recording in Mass Recall. And then I had to edit the stuff out. Because it was fucking custom music. Or possibly was. There could have been custom music spread throughout it. I didn't have a clue. I just had to do kind of a broad strokes kind of a thing. Milton Hart. Okay, we got him. So I was thinking of a different guy in the cult hideout. Yeah, I think the necklace is helping him here. Started noticing a heal effect. Milton's... Oh, that's very much a soldier thing. A notch on the helm for every taken he's killed. The fact that... I wonder how many notches on it. Because I would imagine a taken wouldn't be easy to kill. This is very much a sword and board helmet. It's a soldier's thing, true and true. plus 10% damage to ethereals, plus 10% damage to Aether corruptions, 3% defensive ability, 2.5 health regenerated per second, and then 10% shield damage blocked. That's nice. I'm gonna take a look at this. I'll lose a bit of resistances and gain any health, but I'll get a chunk of defensive ability, 8 points. I'll lose some acid and poison resist, piercing resist, bleeding resist. I will get higher armor rating, and I would have higher regen, I think. Yeah, I would have 2.5 health regen extra. It's 3 hours, partially because I just stood there for... What? Wait, really? Only 3 hours? That doesn't make sense. Been standing there for ages. I was out-tabbed. That might have paused the game. Explains why the music stops. I've with the helmet, I have 8.35 healing regeneration per second. So I'm tempted in keeping that. Same time, I think I need to go with all the extra resistances. And the improved armor and all that. Then again, actually no, that has better armor, even if that has the extra 4%. That definitely gives more. So it'd just be the extra resistances. The energy regen is negligible because I don't use much energy. You know what, fuck it, I'll stick with it. And because I'm sentimental, I'll probably just stick it in my stash when I'm done with it. Won't sell it. To my dear brother, may this amulet keep you strong in battle. Sybil. Okay. This is where the game gets hard, because you have to pick between two, and it's really tough to do. Don't worry, I'm not doing that. Okay. 1 point here. 1 point here. Really? You all had to die? Actually, maybe I'll put an extra point into you. Because that's only on level 1. And then I'll put a point into... You know what, sure. Point into that. Next level, I can get another zombie. Another skeleton. And this isn't on cooldown for as long. I want to go try and find the other guy. Actually, I think maybe the cult stronghold is that way? No. Nice. It's frozen there for a second. Now I just have the clip from Suburban Commando playing through my head. I was frozen today, or however it goes. Remember the guy saying, delivering it very strangely. You're the first to find us in a long while. You're welcome to warm yourself by our fire, but when you leave, I ask you to keep this place a secret. Sure, I can do that. So long as you do not bring violence into this place, you're welcome to return. Any wisdom to share for the road ahead? Many, even among our kind, have forgotten the truth of our name. Rover is an outside name confused for our true name, Rowani, the people of Rowan. Over time, we've gotten used to be called rovers. Many among us have come to favor it. We've become a careless, traveling free folk, and lost sight of our first, true path. An interesting tale. What else can you tell me, old man? The movements of the rovers among the lands of settled peoples are not always welcome, and so we've learned many hidden pathways across this realm. If we're looking to get beyond the Wightmire, the bridge Burwich has been destroyed. Burwich Village has been destroyed, but beneath it there is an entrance to a flooded passage that can take you there. I would only travel that path now in dire need, as the cave, treacherous even in better times, has become increasingly populated with slit and other monstrosities. And else. Since the breaking of the grim dawn, the many new terrors have entered our world, and old ones have proliferated without the watchful eyes of the Empire's hunters keeping them in check. Still, the most treacherous creatures you will encounter on the roads are humans. You cannot easily tell friend from foe when dealing with other humans, and we are our most cunning creature. Beware the criminal gangs and crazy loners out on the roads, often posing as desperate souls looking for help. The material worlds you see around you is not the limit of reality, nor is this the only realm of existence. Our folklore tells of travelers who found hidden paths to slip through the veil between realities, pass into other realms of existence. Those who have returned tell of fantastic worlds, vastly different from our own. Siri's been here! The coming of the Eternals is proof of that. The rifts they use to cheat distance and time, to travel instantly from place to place, are wounds in the veil of reality. We rovers have seen many things that are not material pass through their rift to enter our world. Even if we could drive them all out, will these wounds ever heal? This guy is actually pretty... He's asking the important questions. The first traveler was Rowan, a king of old Arcadia, the city which once ruled these lands and many others. It is said that Rowan met an old man on the road while returning from a battle. The old man spoke many strange things and revealed that he was a god who had wandered every path in this world since the dawn of time. He warned Rowan that a great doom would befall Arcovia because of his people's obsession with title and ownership. When Rowan returned, he renounced his throne and lands and took to the road, keeping only what he could carry. Many joined them, and they were called the Rowani, and eventually became modern-day rovers. Most of the Arcovians ridiculed Rowan, including his family, who thought him mad, but in the end, the old man's prophecy came true. Arcovia fell to ruin, its lands cursed to this day, and we'll actually go and discover why and that. It wasn't because of their obsession with title and property, it was their obsession with immortality that drove them to torture an incredibly powerful necromancer, who, with just a ritual, cursed their entire kingdom to an unending life. The children were twisted into harpies, and that lived for eternity, lived till we cut them down. And the parents were cursed to become ghosts and see this horror befall their children. People who had nothing to do with the man's torture befell this. Sometimes you have to double click. Okay. I have to be on my way. May your path be true. Farewell. Salvage dealer? For people who hate violence, well, they certainly sell a lot of sacrificial knives. Like, my god. My ear is ringing again. Roiling Blood. It's fully upgraded. Plus 8% physical damage, plus 18 offensive ability. Serrated Spike. Okay, those boots give me slightly more health, but those boots give me, they give me slightly more health, 2% more, and 5% movement speed, but those boots give me a bit more armor and some physical retaliation. Hurts enemies for hitting me. So, you know, I'll go with that. I don't like how I'm missing out on a bit of that helm, but it is a bit better than what I'm currently using. So, I'm willing to go with it. The damage only increases for a moment, then it drops back down. It's odd. See? Weird.